We are going with a very different vibe in this video. We're giving you our reasons why we love school-based occupational therapy. The reasons are completely in random order. This is not a top reasons video, just sharing why we love being a school-based occupational therapist. And disclaimer, I've been a school OT for a couple decades now, so I'm obviously a little biased. In random order, starting with number 1, you get to work with kids. If you know you work very well with kids between the ages of 3 and 21, school-based OT is perfect as there are plenty of students within this age range to work with. At number 2, there is a variety of placement options to work in. General education, special education classrooms, and other settings like multi-needs, emotional behavioral needs, or work with the single population like autism or deaf and hard of hearing. You can be placed in a preschool, elementary, middle, or high school setting, lots to choose from. A significant reason to be a school OT is so that you get to work in the natural environment of the person you are servicing. And why is that important? Because you get to see firsthand what your service, strategies, and treatment is accomplishing. You work with your students in the actual environment where the success needs to take place, and you see it in real time. Another great reason to work in the schools is the team of adults you get to work alongside with. A multidisciplinary team where everyone brings their own lens and expertise to shape the educational success of a student. At number 5, you have a very versatile role in the schools, not just one hat. You have a variety of hats to wear for a variety of roles. Refer to our very first video to learn what those roles are. The link is in the description. Along with that versatility, you still remain the expert in a very specialized area. Schools, staff, and parents will come to you for all things fine visual motor, sensory, executive functioning needs, behavioral supports. You are the go-to person for that, and you become a very trusted team member in the school building. You get to hone into your creative skills being a school OT, and don't get us wrong, we're not just talking about arts and crafts. There are so many opportunities to develop creative skills like adapting materials, which is absolutely my jam, using digital products, creating your own games during treatment, developing classroom programs or student-specific programs, formatting reports or other documentation and forms, creating new procedures for your teams. There are endless ways to cultivate and use your own unique creative talents. We all know you're waiting for this one, a reason to love school OT, the work schedule. Weekends are off, major holidays are off, you have winter break, spring break, and summer break, and in total you work between 180 to 185 days of the calendar year. And now let's clear up any misconceptions or misunderstandings that school staff get paid for long breaks and holidays. We do receive a paycheck for days that we have already worked that has been divided up. So it looks like we're getting paid while we're off, but trust me, we only get paid for days we actually work. There's so much slack about that. Along with all the things we love about school-based occupational therapy, we are very real that there are big and hard challenges to being a school-based OT, just like any other jobs out there, and we want to be transparent about a few. Time. You have a lot to get done in 180 school days. You have to see students, attend meetings, write reports, and a ton of other deadlines to meet. You have to manage your time, and sometimes, some of us do bring our work home. Student behavior is at an all-time high, and more so now than in the past. OTs are being called in to help manage student behavior. You will have your share of very hard and emotional IEP meetings with parents, team members, advocates, lawyers, and no doubt you will experience at some point not feeling supported. You can have a sense of loneliness if you are the only OT in your area with no other OTs around you to collaborate with. Another big challenge is the number of buildings to support and managing the sheer number of students on your caseload. Districts and education as a whole are definitely moving towards doing more with much less. But in the big picture, the reason why we love being a school OT by far outweighs the challenges we face, especially when you know how important you become to such resilient little people and how they light up when you walk into a classroom and the entire class yells, "Is it my turn?" Hit that like button if you've had that experience or even if that speaks to you. Go fill your entire bucket with love for school-based OT.